either demolish or rebuild or just rebuild?
Now, the rebuilding, I don't know when I will be able to do that. Probably in a year or two, but I don't want to be held to that, because I'm not sure. The other part, if it's that dangerous, I can take care of that between now, I guess, and after the summer.
Okay. Now, you see these pictures, I'm sure that this is your property, you make some site visits down since you've been here, right?
Yes, it's
So,
the day.
you would concur with us that this does not look very pleasant?
I agree.
Okay, so yes, it is dangerous, because children do live in that neighborhood.
That's why I said I would have it cleaned out before I do anything.
Then at this point, Mr. Mayor, since this is not much that we're going to be able to take action on, I would like to see it come back at our next regular meeting, and then we can begin to make some decisions of what we're going to do with this property.
I have an alternative. We refer it to staff, and if staff thinks that Mr. Lewis has a workable solution where this will be rectified within 60 days with a concrete plan, financing, and all the rest, that it come back. I think that the residents in this area have for too long had to live looking at that every day. It's unfair. It's time to move forward. I don't think coming back to council without staff's recommendation on a plan is as good as perhaps allowing staff to meet with them, figure out if there's any absolute way that this can be resolved.
Mrs. Walker, I don't live here.
I understand.
And a lot of times I have to do things by phone, or I'll have to fly down or come down, and so forth.
And Mr. Lewis, I guess that that's the real sticking point for me, is that there are people that live here and live next to that every day. And they shouldn't be. So I think that either staff, you need to talk with staff, and if you can convince staff that this can be solved, we're already agreed, 304 Hamilton is done, right?
That's the story.
201 Hamilton, if you can convince staff that there's actually a solution, a light at the end of the tunnel, and I'm talking 30, 60 days now. Otherwise, I think it needs to come in.
I think that Mr. Lewis has been given plenty of time to remedy the situation. I think that we do have staff's recommendation already, and that is to demolish the structures. And for the individual council members, I would support that recommendation unless you can provide evidence by special engineer that stipulates that the structure itself is safe, and if they are safe, that they be cleaned up immediately.
Call staff and looking at them, you can see if there's any programs within the city that might be able to assist us. Either the city or the RDA. Cannot stand it is.
Obviously, concur with my colleague, Mr. Silver, Ms. Walker, with plenty of time to resolve this issue. I don't want to see it come back unless Mr. Lewis has somehow miraculously come up with a proposal that Mr. Williams and his staff accept, and that changes what the recommendation here. This has been going on, as I said earlier, 2.5 years minimum. I don't think that's an inappropriate amount of time to give. I think if you look at the document of Rebecca, numerous extensions have been granted. Opportunity to work out a solution, and it hasn't taken place now. I have no reason to believe it's going to all of a sudden miraculously change that scenario. So I hope you can get something satisfied with them, but if you can't, then I wish the staff would go ahead and get what quite honestly is just a public eyesore out of the way.
Well, would it be satisfactory if I get to have a person start cleaning it out now and ready to seal it up within a month? That's not satisfactory.
You've got a job in the wind, you've got a growing, and it's not growing, you have to wait.
Yeah, I can see that.
What you are probably going to want to have to do is come up with a way that there's going to be some funds available to do something with that. If not, I believe you can see the writing on the wall. That building will continue now.
Mayor, as we suspended our legal action based upon Mr. Nelson's holding those demolition permits, so the expectation that that was going to go forward. If that's not going to happen, I don't And I recognize the economic issues here, but all the families around there call regularly. So the action you take, whatever that action you take, needs to start tomorrow. And otherwise, we need to continue on where we left off. If you're not going to demolish, please, demolishing the one on Third, thank you. You have a permit, then get it demolished. The other one, whatever action you're going to take, you start immediately, not in 30 days. I'm sorry, I recognize the difficulty coming from Mountain View, but the folks who are at my office on this issue regularly call. I've been out there. And are there other buildings in the area? Yes, and we're going to do the same process with them. We're trying to improve the neighborhood, the place where you live for so long. So whatever you're going to do, it needs to start now.
I can call the guy that I work with tonight, but maybe tell him we can't get to it until 2 weeks from now.
Mr. Williams needs to see what you're doing, and we just continue where we're at, because that's what, you have one building you agree to. And whatever you're going to be doing on this one, you need to be working with Mr. Williams all the way through, constantly, because clearly you can see, we've been patient.
Mr. Lewis, Mr. Lewis, we need to cut this. We need to have you talk to staff if it cannot be resolved, the building will be taken down. It is, we do get a lot of phone calls on the property. People that call us individually and saying, there needs to be something. Why is this being allowed this to continue the way it has? We do not want to be in a position where we are dictating to people, but something has to be done. If we can't come up with the funds to do it, then we have to proceed. And those were the options. Those really were the options. And that's where we are right now. So we talk to staff. It can't be done financially. We can understand that. But we will have to do something with those buildings.
Yeah, I understand. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Motion carried 5-0.
Item number 9, discussion of any necessary action regarding the recommendation from the Park and Recreation Mitigation Committee Subcommittee, following and
the background information would indicate, the council recalled that on December 17th, City Council appointed myself and Mr. Solomon to serve in the subcommittee to look into the development impact fees that might pertain to parks and recreation mitigation fees. The committee met several times, and we met with the stakeholders, and we have a list of recommendations. I can read them for you, or I will allow you to read them for yourself, and then you can pose any questions you may have to me and Mr. Solomon. But for the benefit of the audience, if you don't mind, Council, I would like to read them. Number 1, we would revisit the items in 9 months to consider the state of the economy and whether the impact fee should be pursued in February of 2010. 2, we would look at the legality of collecting a development impact fee for improvements to existing facilities under the Mitigation Fee Act, Government Code Section 66,000. Number 3, direct staff to consider amending the residential occupancy factor of 3.23 in the general plan to match the Department of Finance residential occupancy factor. If this is a viable alternative, then we will proceed with the amendment to the general plan to reflect this amendment.